Greetings, Patrick here, and it's Wednesday morning. That means if it's Wednesday morning, that can only mean one thing. It means I didn't do my library day yesterday. So that's what we're here to do today. So we had really 2 strong weeks at the library, and it looked really promising because they had 4 shelves full of new stuff. So we were pretty amped up. We're going like 3 in a row. But didn't turn out that way. Didn't turn out that way at all. There was a ton of movies there, but there was nothing for us. Well, we got 6. 6, and a lot of them are blind. I know nothing about them except for one movie I know about, and actually I did not have it in the collection, which sort of surprised me because I actually thought I did. But yeah, out of 4 shelves, I got 6. Well, actually, I should go back and sit there and say that I got some multi-packs. I got a multi-pack. So let's get into it. And then we have a bonus surprise at the end, because Christmas comes a little late. So the first one we got is Hostel. So I haven't seen this since it came out, and I do remember not liking this at all. For one, there's 2 reasons why. Because one, the effects are not that good. Not that good. There are some really painfully, obviously bad effects in this, makeup effects. And 2, while the cast was relatively unknown, which really would have helped this movie tremendously, but they did a little bit of stunt casting, and they cast Rick Hoffman in this. Now, Rick Hoffman, you guys might know, he played Lewis on Suits. So, he's been in a ton of other movies. And he always comes across sort of like comic relief. And so when I saw him in this movie, I was like taken out of it because I'm thinking it's Rick Hoffman. What's he doing in a movie like this? It's like, really? We're supposed to expect him to be a bad guy? Yeah, it made me laugh when I wasn't supposed to laugh. So I haven't seen it since it came out, so I'm looking forward to going back and revisiting it, and maybe it'll change my mind. I'm not really excited about it, but who knows, right? I mean, second opinion, sometimes you change your view. So this is Hostel. This is the unrated widescreen cut. Next up, even though Christmas has passed us by, lo and behold, people are dropping off Christmas movies. And no, not all Hallmark either. This is one I have not seen before. It is Christmas in Wonderland. And it has Patrick Swayze in it, of all people. Chris Kattan, Carmen Electra, Tim Curry, Pennywise, and Patrick Swayze. So I didn't know that he did a Christmas movie, and it was funny because right before Christmas I got a Christmas movie with Paul Walker in it, and I had no idea he had done a Christmas movie either. So hold on to your hats. Who knows what we might get next week doing a unexpected Christmas movie. This was actually put up by the Yeri Film Group, which I've never heard of, and obviously this is older. This came out in 2007. Alright. This I got a blind buy. It looked really interesting. It's a foreign film, and it's called Elvis and Madonna. The back of it, it's basically a relationship between a transvestite and a lesbian, and they meet and come together as friends. And I do believe this is Spanish. And this is from Breaking Glass Pictures. Breaking Glass does a lot of gay content for the gay community. So I got this as a blind buy. I like foreign films, and yeah, who knows? This might be another Priscilla in the Desert. All right. This is a multi-pack family movies, factory sealed, and it does include a Hallmark movie called Safe Harbor. I know nothing about any of these movies other than it's some pretty good cast. So Uncle Nino, The First of May, Safe Harbor, and Windrunner. Horsey movie. All right. Horsey movie, like that. All right. And this is another blind buy called My Blueberry Night. Nights are nice. My Blueberry Nights has an all-star cast in it. Norah Jones, Jude Law, David Strathairn, Rachel Weisz, and Natalie Portman. So that's a pretty stacked cast right there. So this might be pretty entertaining to take a look at. And as you can see from that and Elvis and Madonna, they're both from Blockbuster. Like I said last week, it's always a surprise to see a Blockbuster case floating around. All right, and the last thing that we got, factory sealed. And notice a little bit of horror coming through these days at the library, which hasn't always been the case. Horror has actually been the hardest genre to find, actually. So, always glad to get it. This is a factory sealed movie that was donated, and it's called A Haunting in Georgia. And I do believe this is like a sequel. If I'm not mistaken, this is a sequel to A Haunting in Connecticut that came out a couple years before this. I know nothing about this other than that. It doesn't give out. It doesn't give out. It doesn't give out any stars on the cover, so it's probably extremely low budget and with the new cast. All right, that is it. That is it. That was all we got out of 4 shelves at the bookstore. So pretty thin, pretty thin. Interesting movies though. I mean, there's definitely some movies in here that I'm curious about. Otherwise, I wouldn't have blind buyed them. But speaking of Christmas, our good friend Hobbs Horror has been playing Santa Claus, and he's been sending us his friends some Christmas goodies, and so he sent one to me and the Cheetah from a Hamilton book. That's right. I'm gonna steal my buddy's line once again, Mr. Bones. I got a package for your ass. That cracks me up. That cracks me up. All right, let's see what we got. Hamilton book always is always a good time. Great values, a lot of variety. Yeah, not a sponsor of the show, by the way, right, Kenny? Even though they probably should sponsor one of us. All right. Wow. Okay. Hobbs is I didn't know this either, and this is something too, was that Hobbs was able to do this, and then he put our addresses on, so they shipped it to us. I have never thought about that. Sending anybody from Hamilton Book movies, because I didn't think that you could do that. So what did I know? So that's good going forward. All right. So we got 5. We got 5, and including a Blu-ray. So we'll do a Blu-ray first. This is called War Pigs. Yeah, this looks right up our alley too. This is kick ass right here. Luke Goss, hell yeah, got me already right there. Dolph Lundgren, Chuck Liddell, and poor Mickey Rourke. Poor Mickey Rourke. So this looks pretty. This looks like a World War II movie, because I see some Sherman tanks on the bottom here. So then this is probably a World War II adventure. So this is War Pigs. Next up All right. Looks like we are going to SRS. Awesome. Awesome. Love SRS. Shout out to Ron Bonk, who appeared on 8 Questions With. He is the owner and distributor, runs distributing of SRS. And this is Silent But Deadly. So I guess I could play this as a double feature with the fart movie that Eric made me watch. But look at that cover, right? Holy crow! Yeah, that looks pretty awful. but you can always tell a good movie by the cover. The cover looks absolutely insane. So let's see if we know anybody on here. Which is not out of the question. So since we've interviewed so many independent actors and actresses, there's chances there's somebody could be in here that we've talked to before, or talk to in the future. Okay. Okay, and he got me a Wild Eye. He got me a Mark Polonium movie. He got me Amityville Island. For God's sakes, get out of the water. I think we see the shark for like 5 seconds, 5 minutes, or something like that. I've seen this movie. This is a Mark Polonium movie. Also stars Jeff Kirkendall, James Carolus, Tim Hatch, and Titus Himmelberger, and Cassandra Hayes. So a lot of Polonia pals in here, and I'm actually looking forward to revisiting this. I'm going to revisit this movie and take a watch for it. All right. Oh, and he got me an ISC movie. He got me Nubra, which I had actually picked up before last month. But you know what? I'm all right with that because I can gift this forward. I can pay this forward because someone I know needs an ISC midnight film. Somebody does. So I will definitely make sure this finds a good home. And thank you for thinking of me with the ISC. That's my brother right there. And last but not least, and I've seen this in other packages that Hobbs has sent out to people. For some reason, he really likes this one because I think I've seen it out there now 3 times, and I'm actually looking forward to this as well. We are going into the land of the Asylum. The Asylum is fun, and that is Planet Dune. This is a mockbuster off of Dune, of course, and it stars Sean Young from Blade Runner. Now, I'm not sure which part she plays in this. I'm not sure she's like the heroine. I'm not sure if she's the sandworm. I think in the movie, the worms speak. I think I don't know. I haven't seen Dune, so I don't know. But either way, I mean, she could be the worm, or she could be, not the worm. It says the quotations, "Tremors in space." All right. Rough. Let's see who it is. See who directed this. Glenn Campbell and Tammy Klein. So it's not our friend Jose from Master Chaos. Let's see. This movie stars Emily Killian, Anna Tefler, and Sean Young. Okay, I have no idea, but it looks fun. Their mission was doomed to fail, so that means we're probably not going to get a sequel out of this. But I think Dune did, so we probably will. And that was our Christmas goodie package from our good friend Hobbs Horror. I'll have to leave his information down below. And thank you so much for thinking about us Hobbs for Christmas. I'm looking forward to revisiting Amity Island and dedicating that Dollar Theater review to you, for sure. All right, well, we'll be back at it next week. for Library Day, and hopefully we'll get some good ones coming in. Like I said, we had a tremendous amount of films, but just nothing that you would write home about. All right, well, that's all I got for this week, and drop a comment down below. Let us know which movie you think that we should watch first. And and hopefully, if you're hearing this, come back tonight as we're interviewing Daryl Hook from Stoner Steak, and that'll also be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that as well. His movie is lights out, fun, and we're gonna have a good time. All right, thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.